Welcome to the main event every single Monday, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. Do I even need to tell you who we are or what we're doing anymore? You're always here. I'm Cody with Secure Agent Mentor. I've got Mr. Dallas Keithley, the one, the only, an awesome buddy of mine, an excellent final expense agent. And today he's going to join me, so I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. It's good to be on here. Good to be with you.
Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do today's topic. Every single Monday, the main event, we come to you live. This is why 90, and it's something that bothers me.
Yeah.
Something I want to improve. It's why I've chosen to do what I'm doing. 92% of insurance agents fail. I know you've heard it from me. I mentioned it dozens of times. Unfortunately, 92% of insurance agents fail within 3 years.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a very realistic statistic.
Yeah.
We've seen it in our office even. I hate to say it, but
it's true.
It's very true.
It doesn't matter what office you go in.
Yeah.
Yes, we can improve the statistic a little bit, but you simply have to recruit a lot because you can't keep everyone.
You know, and you can almost take it as a positive thing.
Yeah.
Because if you do make it,
yeah,
it means that you have fought through some stuff.
Exactly.
You know, we've both been doing this a long time, and I take it as a compliment now. I'm still here.
Exactly.
You
exactly.
know?
You have weathered the storm.
Yeah.
You've won the war. Yeah. You know, you've slain the other 9.2 people, whatever it is. I mean, how crazy is that?
And if it were easy, everybody would be doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
That is the truth. That is the truth. Because there are more millionaires in this industry than any other industry in the freaking world.
Yeah. And that's something that kind of got me into it.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, it was kind of a wake-up call when I first started.
Yeah.
Because when you think about 92% don't make it,
yeah, I
thought, well, I have to be better than everybody else. And so it was a wake-up call. When you look around, you think, okay, if there's 10 people here, 9.5 of you ain't going to make it.
Did you think, you know what, as Chad Ochocinco says, child, please.
Child, please.
I'm going to make it, man. I'm going to be one of them. I got this.
That's a big part of it is confidence.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to it, as well as confidence. And we're going to talk about that today.
Exactly. We're going to get into why 92% of us fail and what you can do to not be a number, to not be another statistic.
Yeah. And honestly, I'll be honest. When I first started, I did fail.
Yeah. But
I'm one of those guys that I thought I could fail and be okay with it.
Right.
I failed and I left it. And I saw other guys making money at it.
Yeah.
I saw you doing well at it. I saw other people, and I thought, I got to get back in it.
I cannot. Not me. Not DK.
I can't live the rest of my life knowing I failed at this.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us, before we jump in, tell us a little bit about you. Dallas Keithley, he's here in our office at Secure Insurance Group.
I've been in the business since 2001. Started out a long time ago with a lot of good guys. Yeah. And unfortunately, I learned a lot of stuff the hard way. And that's why I like these videos, because you're helping people not only see what we do, but also learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
And so if we can help one person overcome some of the stuff we did. Like I said, though, been at it since 2001. Did leave the business for a couple of years, but had to come back to it. Yeah. Been with Secure Agent Mentor, Secure Insurance Group since the beginning. And it seems like yesterday, but it's been a long time.
It has flown by, man. It is awesome.
We're having fun. And, you know, I am at the point in my business where I'm not content.
Right.
But I am enjoying what I'm doing. Yeah. I am enjoying the fact that I'm helping people.
Exactly.
Making good money. I'm able to help other people make money. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Stacking some paper.
Yeah.
Stacking some cash.
You know,
Do you still carry $10,000 cash in your pocket at all times?
My wife find out about that, and so she
put a stop to that.
She carries it in her wallet. No,
it's probably not there anymore.
I'm gonna get her mugged on the way home. No,
exactly.
We're having fun and we're making good money.
Yeah.
And man, you know, insurance is one of those businesses. It's like any business.
Yeah.
The reason I'm in insurance and the reason I had to keep coming back to it is every other job I went to, they would say, okay, this is the floor of what you can make. This is what you're starting at. And this is the top.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be in a business where I have a top. I have a ceiling.
Right.
Insurance, if I want to make $1 million this year, it's up to me.
Exactly.
And nobody's going to say, no, you can't go that high.
Exactly. So, yeah. Oh, and especially because there's more millionaires in this industry than anywhere in the world. U.S. Money News said that it was the number 2 sales and marketing position in the world. Wow. U.S. Money News, I'm here to tell you, you were wrong, man. We're number 1.
We're number 1. Yeah.
So let's dive into why agents fail,
the
pedigree of why they fail. And you know what? A lot of agents will immediately always blame either leads, training, or a lack of support?
You're going to make me start doing movie quotes. The leads are fine.
The leads are good.
I'm telling you, though.
Put the coffee down.
You hit on something big.
Yeah.
People that fail always have something else to blame. And I did it too.
Yeah.
I looked at maybe somebody that was around me that was doing better, and they got more attention, or maybe they got the better leads. If you're going to succeed, you have to look at one thing, and that's the mirror.
Yeah.
And say, if I'm going to do it, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've got a good support staff here and all that, but
no doubt.
Really, it comes down to you.
It really is. It really is.
They blame other people.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly, and that's that's human nature. We naturally want to give an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
When we fail, when something doesn't go our way, we want to blame someone because it can't be us.
Yeah.
Right. When generally it is us. Now you know what? You can be in bad situations.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you, you can throw Dallas Keithley or Cody Askins in the worst possible office in the nation.
Yeah.
And we will thrive. And one day it will be the greatest office on planet Earth.
Well,
right?
Exactly. Because part of that is we've done it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, okay, let me ask you this. I'm going off topic here, so I'm going to throw something.
All right, throw a curveball.
Let's say your wife calls you right as soon as we're done with the show.
Yeah.
And she says, hey, I just got home and we need a new roof. The inspector came by and said we need a new roof and a new air conditioner and a new hot water heater.
Yeah.
You're out $10,000.
Yeah.
Now, another person would say, crap, well, I've got to take out a loan or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you don't worry about it,
yeah.
but you know I can go out in the next week and make $10,000.
Absolutely.
I can do it.
Absolutely.
And it's not, I don't think that is arrogance.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I'm a firm believer in, if I set my mind to something, I can do it.
No doubt.
If I really want it bad enough.
Yeah.
My wife makes fun of me all the time because I'm a hard person to shop for at Christmas.
Yeah.
Because if I want something, I go out and I buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so if you want something bad enough, you can get it.
I completely agree. Dude, you've been on 7 minutes and you have been spitting game. Our audience is going to want you back if you keep it up.
Well,
I know you wanted this to be a one-time.
I don't know if you can afford it.
I don't know if I can either. I don't know if I can. I appreciate you being on, but you know what? You are 100% right. And I actually borderline like arrogant agents.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can take it too far. There's no doubt about it. I've taken it too far in the past in times.
What?
Never. But I would say, would you say that confidence is the most important ingredient in what we do? Or at least belief?
I saw a necklace the other day that I'm going to go back and get from my daughter.
Yeah.
Because it was a key, and on it, it just said confidence. Confidence is a huge part of anything you do. Mm-hmm. Now, does that mean that every time you have confidence in something and you go out and try something, you're going to succeed? Absolutely not.
Right.
But it enhances your chances of success so much more. Take, with my kids, tests.
Yeah.
When you sit down and you take a test, if you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to ace this sucker,
right,
and they're going to be amazed at what, they're going to have to invent a new grade over A+ because of how well I'm going to do on this test. Your chances, it is scientifically proven that your chances of passing that test go higher because it allows your brain to unlock potential.
Right.
And the same is true in insurance.
Why is it that, and you break up an awesome point, why is it that we've got to be more confident? It's almost a mindset change. Mm-hmm. I'm not a huge Tony Robbins fan, but when it comes to mindset, he's the best on the planet. He just is. Why is it that mindset is just so stinking important? And why is it so hard to break that normal mindset that we have?
If I'm going to sit down with you and sell something,
okay,
if I'm selling you something, what is your first inclination to say?
How much is it?
Or just
maybe
no.
Or you're not interested. No, thank you. I'm good. I already have it.
It doesn't matter if you need it, want it, whatever. So you're already saying no. This isn't going to happen.
Exactly.
If I'm saying it too,
if we're both thinking
hey, this isn't going to happen, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Tell me this. You bring up an awesome point. How many clients, and I know agents complain about this a lot, and they're like, you know what? Everyone's not interested.
Yeah.
Or everyone's thinking about it, or no one cares, or whatever. How often, when you call a lead, is someone not interested, or no thank you, or I don't want it right now?
I'm going to say,
or I already have it.
I'm going to say 79% of the time.
Ooh.
And that's a lead.
That's your go-to statistic, but that's right.
Now, because it is human nature to say no.
Yeah.
It's human nature to say, I don't need that, because they know, they feel like they're going to be swindled.
Yeah.
They feel like they're going, you have to provide the importance. You
Right.
have to provide
No
the
doubt.
reason to purchase.
Yeah.
So when I sit down with somebody, they're thinking, no, I don't need this. I'm
Right.
going to have to show them why they do and why it's good for them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's so funny because do you think you had this mindset 16 years ago? When you first started in the business in 01?
My mindset 16 years ago to start out was I can do this and everybody's going to love me.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? People, when you become an insurance agent, this is just, it's a sad fact.
Yeah.
People put you on that list of do not answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
they don't enjoy and beg to sit with an insurance agent.
I've never had anybody when we're done
Yeah.
say, man, I wish I wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, right.
They're sitting there thinking, man, I wish I'm glad I did this. I wish I'd have done this earlier. But
It's
you
true.
know, 16 years ago though,
Yeah.
I fell into a sharp realization that, man, this is going to be tough.
Right.
And so I had to decide,
Yeah.
do I want to keep going
Right.
or do I want to throw in the towel? And unfortunately, I threw in the towel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. But like I said, it bothered me so much, I had to come back. I had to redo it. And so what you have to realize is people fail. One major reason people fail is they take no personally.
Right.
And so you talked about my mindset. I had to get in the mindset of, you know what? It doesn't matter if you mentioned if Tony Robbins would have called them, they were already upset. They were already mad. They were already going to say no. Yeah. You know, so you can't take no personally.
It's true. It's funny. It's just amazing that we eventually. Well, for example, perfect example. Literally, I talked to a client a couple of weeks ago, and I told everybody about this a couple of weeks ago, or a week or two ago. For 40 years, they hadn't let anyone take money out of their bank account, routing number, account number. They never given anything.
We get that all the time.
Nothing ever taken out. I will never let anybody draft any money in my account. Absolutely not. Definitely not. 100% no. After we left, they gave me their bank information, and they were, like you said, thanking me for what we did.
And you can't blame a lot of people when they hear an objection. They get upset with those people. They get upset with them. You know what? You have to realize where they're coming from. They probably had a bad experience with somebody. I don't know the story, but I'm guessing they had one guy screwed them over. And isn't it funny how one person can ruin it for everybody else? Yeah. So they had one person that kind of messed up their banking account.
Sure.
And so now they're timid about letting you. What you have to do is you have to earn that trust. You have to go back and get it. And
100%.
People that fail take no. First of all, they take it personally when they hear no.
Yeah.
Number two. No, they take no once and they're done.
Yeah.
And,
how much money would you have made if you had, or how many times would you have felt if you had taken, every time someone said, no, I'm not interested, no, thank you. If that would have happened and you would have just stopped there, how much money would we have made in final expense?
Not a lot.
Not a lot at all.
You talk about seniors.
Yeah.
Seniors get bombarded.
No doubt.
With all kinds of things.
100%.
And it really used to bother me. Like I said, when they would tell me no, I'm sitting there thinking, goodness, they don't trust me. Yeah. They don't like me. Yeah. And you know what? It's true. Yeah. But they shouldn't trust me. They shouldn't like me. They don't know me.
Exactly.
They don't know me from Adam. Exactly. So it takes a little longer. You have to build that trust. Mm-hmm. You have to show them that you have their best interest at heart. And then it will allow them to open up to you. And once they see that you care about them and you want the best for their family, then you can get that bank account.
Exactly. You can earn it. You absolutely can. You can overcome that and get it and do it and get paid. Yeah. Which is why we do what we do. Yeah, we want to help a ton of people, but we want to make some good money, or we wouldn't do it.
I got to feed my family. I want to give my kids an opportunity to make good money and to help people. Yeah. And the best way to do that is by allowing them, having that jack.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. See, exactly. No, but it bothers me when people say. And this is off topic too, but it bothers me so bad when people say that it's bad to do something for money, or when you're thinking about money, or when you want to bring home the bacon and make some solid money. Yeah. A lot of people take offense to that. That's because they are screwed up. They have a horrible mindset, or they've been trained their whole life to be this way. Yeah. And that's just the way they are.
See, people always misquote the verse. They say, money is the root of all evil. Yeah. That's not what it says. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. Now, if money is the only thing that drives you, I think you do have a problem.
I agree.
My goal is I don't ever want to sit there and count my money. Yeah. I want to be able to sit there and say, I've got enough money, I don't have to count it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't love money. Yeah. But I do enjoy freedom. Money provides freedom.
No doubt. which is why this business is so lucrative.
It is.
The freedom is a blessing.
And a
Could
curse.
we say it's a curse?
Oh, it's an absolute curse.
Yeah.
One of the big reasons you asked me before the show to write down some reasons I failed. It was the freedom. And one thing, listen, if you've got a manager recruiting you right now,
talk to him, get him in it.
And he is saying, look, you can work 5 hours a week.
Yeah.
Your clock is yours. You can make all the money you want in your first year.
Yeah.
You can go to your kid's ball game every night.
Vacation all the time.
Vacation 3 months out of the year. Listen, you're being lied to. Watch your wallet around that guy because he's a liar. A new agent does not have freedom when it comes to time. You've got to work 50, 60 hours a week. Now, you can choose which 50, 60 hours a week you want to work.
Sure, yeah.
That's your choice.
Right.
But you have to work 50, 60 hours a week. The money, it's going to get frustrating. There are going to be nights when you eat ramen noodles. But you get up the next day and you act like you're going to make all the money in the world.
Right.
I hesitate when I hear the word freedom and money when it comes to a new agent.
Yeah.
I think one of the main reasons people fail is they've got a manager that's told them.
They think that.
And they look at all the other agents.
Yeah.
Okay. If an agent walked in right now and saw the hours that a 20-year agent works, they'd say, I want that job.
Exactly.
The guy's never in here.
And they're the ones that are normally successful. It normally takes a lot of time.
It does.
We've tried to turn that around you don't have to. But normally what they're seeing is 92% of insurance agents fail. The 8% are normally old, crabby, lazy veterans.
They just mustered through.
They mustered through for 20, 25 years. They're making $100,000, couple $100,000, $300,000, whatever.
Yeah.
But who wants to take 25 years to make six figures or $200,000?
Right.
That just sounds stupid, but that's people that they're seeing. When the manager says, hey, you got to meet this guy. He's killing it. He's doing awesome.
Yeah.
It's normally the crabby, lazy, old veteran that's making solid money.
Working 20 hours a week.
Exactly.
And you can't do that. As a new agent, you cannot make it.
Yeah. I know agents that have been in this long enough, and I know we can name dozens, that have been in this business long enough. They're making a couple $100,000, but they don't work more than 10 to 3, 4 days a week.
Yeah.
We know a lot of agents like that do that, and they are very successful. Could they be more successful if they put forth some time and energy and invest more money and spend more time? Yes. But they're content.
And you nailed it. I was going to say, I don't know if I would call them successful. They become content.
I like that better.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that I wrote down too is the reason people don't make it is they come in. Okay. So watch this. Let's say you come in and you're gung-ho. You're ready to go. Right. You go out and you find a final expense sale because you worked hard. Right. And you make $3,000. A lot of times that agent is a person that has never made $3,000 in a week in their life.
Yeah. Maybe not even a month.
Yeah. And so they become very, very content all of a sudden.
Complacent. Yep.
So in 2 months, they're sitting there and they're broke.
Yeah.
And they're desperate. I've always found it funny. When you have money, it's easy to make money. When you don't have any money, you couldn't sell a fire extinguisher in a burning building. You know what I mean? You're just desperate and you can't do anything.
Do the clients feel that?
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's been times where I thought it too, and it's happened over the years in the past. But it's so crazy and funny that, you're right. They feel it. The client feels it. We start to overthink it, overanalyze it. Is it us? Are we the problem?
Yeah.
It's just because we're desperate.
Had an agent
we almost come across as begging. You know? I mean, we stop selling and we start begging.
I've told you this story. I had one of my clients call me.
Yeah.
It's been 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she said, "Hey, I had another agent show up at my doorstep, and this is an 80-year-old lady. Mm-hmm. She's been our client. She's actually our client.
Yeah. We used to do a lot of door knocking together.
And she said he showed up and he begged me to come inside. And once he got in my house, I told him I have good insurance agents. I've got a life insurance policy.
Yeah.
The guy just wouldn't leave.
Right.
And he told her, if I don't make this sale, my girlfriend's going to leave me. If I don't make this sale, I'm going to get fired. And man, that just, you want to talk about giving the insurance industry a bad name.
Yeah, that guy did it with our client, trying to replace our client. And it wasn't even because he tried to replace it. It was just the fact, the way he handled it, the way he did it. Yeah,
exactly.
100%. You mentioned complacent or having great days, great weeks, great months, and then crappy for a few months.
Yeah.
Or which always brings me to my favorite word that starts with an S that I think is the most important word in this business, hands down.
Have a system.
Exactly.
I've heard it once or twice. Yeah.
Just a few.
Yeah, a lot of people, they do the kind of the insurance sales, the fly by the seat of your pants insurance sales.
Right.
And you know what? You can survive on that a little bit.
You can a little bit.
Especially when you first start.
Oh, no doubt.
Because you'll have a relative that'll say, hey, I heard you're in the business.
Exactly.
I'll buy this. Exactly. And so they're okay there. And then they have maybe get a referral accidentally.
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
And they get that. And so they get complacent. The problem is, once you've burned through your friends and family,
right,
and once you've burned through your leads and now you don't have any money, what do you do now? Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of people, I would say, when do more agents fail? I would say it's after the first year.
I would say between year 1 and year 2, 100%.
Yeah, because you've burned through everybody you know.
Exactly.
And the other people that you haven't written, they're not answering their phones anymore.
And normally they may have only made 20, 30 grand, 40 grand. They did enough to get by, enough to be content, complacent, whatever. And then they get to that second year and they're like, okay, Aunt Sally, I've already sold her. What else can I sell her?
Can I resell her?
Yeah,
can I resell her? Another company out there that I can resell?
Or, exactly. Or like, okay, well, what else can I, what else, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
That's where we love working the warm market.
Yeah.
We love having the networking group,
yes.
being a part of the networking group. Those are two things that every new agent you have to do. It's extremely important. They're great short-term and long-term mix, but they're not the things that are going to carry you the length of your career.
Yeah. You
have to
have a system that provides 8 to 15 new people every week.
Yep.
If you do that, you're going to have a problem handling all your business
and all your money.
Yeah.
How many appointments does because we always think of appointments and numbers like you say 8 to 15. How many appointments does a new agent need to run on a weekly basis?
Minimum of 8. I would say a minimum of 8 appointments. You got to be seeing people.
You're new. You're not going to sell them all.
Exactly. Imagine you own a car company.
Yeah.
And you only have 3 people walk in every week.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You better not like selling cars because you're going to have to do something else soon. It just, you've got to see new people. You know what's beautiful though?
Yeah.
There is no right system. I believe this with all my heart.
There isn't.
You and I work very differently now.
Yeah.
I've got my means of seeing people. You've got your means of seeing people. Yeah. There are 50 different, if we brought 50 different insurance agents in here and set them down and said, describe your system.
What is the best system in the world?
We would get 50 different answers.
No doubt.
And
100%.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You just got to find what works for you and stick to it.
Exactly. I sent an email out a few months ago that said, find what works for you. What is best for you long term? Yeah. An agent sent the email back and said, and maybe you'll have an answer for this. And I think it was Dan from West Virginia. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking he said, how do I find out what is actually best for me? I'm brand new. How do I know what's best for me?
Okay. In that, I would say find out what you understand.
Yeah.
I understand life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I understand critical illness. I understand businesses.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
Absolutely.
I do not understand. Now, when I say I don't understand, I don't know all the ins and outs of disability insurance. I sell it,
sure,
and that's kind of a negative on me.
Sure.
I don't know all the ins and outs of long-term care.
Can you know everything about everything?
No.
You just can't.
And you know what? I may sell 2 or 3 long-term care policies this year just because one of my clients will call me and say, hey, I heard about this.
Yep.
Can I sell it? I may sell 2 or 3 disability policies, but I don't like it. It's not mine. Now, somebody else out there may love it, but I know life insurance. I like it. I enjoy it. I like working with seniors.
Yeah.
I don't like working with young people.
I don't either.
I really don't. That in my now.
I'm gonna start referring those to you.
Now, a good agent we know.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of money working with young professionals. A ton of money.
Ton of money.
And
a lot.
That's his forte.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm not patient enough. They're hard to sit down and they're hard to get to do something, and you're always 3rd or 4th on the burner. Mm-hmm. Seniors is a daytime market.
It is.
I like it. I like being at home in the evenings.
Right.
They're a daytime market. They're a faithful market.
100%.
When you write a senior,
100%.
like I was telling you about this lady.
Yeah.
First thing she did after that guy left, she called me. She said, "Hey, I think I've done something bad. I've just."
That's awesome.
The only way she got him out of her house was
Yeah.
she wrote a policy with him.
Right.
And they're the ones that are going to stick with you. But that's me.
Yeah.
Just go out and start studying. Start looking at who your core market is. A lot of times it's going to be people that are kind of do what you do. Yeah. I like church.
Yeah.
I write a lot of people that go to church and stuff like that. I mean, that's my market.
Sure. And your networking group's done real well.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's finding out what works best for you. Yeah. And you're not going to know until you try different stuff.
Absolutely.
But that's why a lot of agents, I would say about 3/4 of every single insurance agent in the world prefers the senior market.
Yeah.
Because they are naturally easier to get in front of.
They are.
And if it's the key is to get in front of enough people to succeed. So let's choose the easiest market to get in front of, hoping we can get in front of those people, get in front of enough people so we can actually make it.
Oh, for sure. And like I said, the good thing about seniors is there's a lot of them.
There's a lot.
We're
and it's growing
the
every day.
baby boomer generation.
Yeah.
It's growing every day. We've got millions turning 65.
Right.
There's enough work out there for everybody.
There is.
So
there's a lot. And you know what? That's why I love, and I know you do too, that's why I love and focus on final expense insurance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is I feel that it is the easiest. It can be the toughest too, but as far as for a new agent to get out of the gates, make some quick money, develop a system, be able to buy leads consistently, all those things, direct mail, my Facebook, whatever. I feel that
plug.
Exactly. I feel that it is the best and easiest part of the insurance industry to succeed in.
Yeah,
short term and long term.
Absolutely. I think there has to be a mix, but absolutely. Usually new agents, when they're coming into the market, they need the cash. And I understand that.
No doubt.
And you know what? You and I, this is no lie.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Yeah.
You and I could go out today. Today's Wednesday?
Yep.
No, it's Monday. Sorry.
It's Monday. You're right.
It's Monday.
You're Monday.
I'm off.
Jeez.
You and I could go out and work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And get paid on Friday. We could do it.
Oh, there's no
We've
doubt.
done it in the
There's
past.
no doubt. Yeah.
And
probably $4,000 total.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had 20,000-hour weeks together.
We have. Yeah. We've had some fun.
We've made $30,000 a month just door knocking, random cold houses.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I've given you enough credit, or they realize how big of a stud DK is, bro.
You're too kind. It's getting hot in here.
It is getting a little hot in here, though. It's getting heated. I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
We're making people successful. We're changing lives.
And it's like I said, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
There have been weeks we went out.
A caveman cannot do this.
Yeah, we've had $20,000 weeks. That's no lie.
There's no doubt.
We've had $200 weeks too.
There's no doubt.
But what did we do the next week?
Yeah,
we went out and we worked hard.
Yeah, we didn't sit on the couch eating Cheetos in our skivvies.
Yeah,
and blame other people.
No, yeah. Now one thing.
And cancel all of our bills and expenses.
Just turn off the TV. We can't do it this week. No, one thing that I want to mention too.
Yeah.
One way I failed. I think. I don't want to sit here and tell you, here's what other people do. Let me tell you how I failed too.
Yeah.
I had a problem when I first started this business I didn't burn my boats. You know the story of Cortez, and when he
take some notes, this is good.
When he came to Mexico, he knew it was going to be tough. So he turned around and he said, "Hey guys, burn the boats. We ain't leaving."
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I had a job. I had a kind of a part-time job on the side.
Yep.
And so the problem with that is, I'm not saying that you should go and just drain your bank account and all that stuff. But the problem is, when you have a part-time job, and we see a lot of guys do this, they come into the business, they want to make good money, and so they're going to work 20 hours over here, and they're going to work then their part-time job over here.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with that is, they get out there and they have the mindset of, if I get this sale, I get it. If I don't, I've still got money coming in.
Yeah.
And that was one of my big problems.
You know what? And that's one of the biggest things with agents. They're like, how do I do this part-time?
Yeah.
You can do it, but I don't recommend it.
No.
And I almost say no, because it just bothers me.
You'll be miserable.
Just absolutely sell the farm, commit, get excited, get determined, set some goals, and say, I am going to make it no matter what freaking happens.
Well,
and just do it.
And, it is tough because your wife, your family, you're sitting there. It's easy when you're responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
But when you've got other people depending on you, it is tough.
Yeah.
But you have to make.
Where's your paycheck?
Yeah.
Where's your paycheck, Dallas?
Go home and tell your wife this afternoon, hey, I just quit my job and I'm going to sell insurance.
Yeah.
You know what? You better hope she loves you.
Yeah.
Because she's going to change the locks.
No doubt.
But you know what? When you come home with that first big check and show her, here, I can do it.
Yeah.
I can make some cash. She's going to jump on board.
She is. And she's going to be like my wife and go shopping. And she's going to love every minute of it.
And she's probably going to buy you something too. So it's just
That's true. Every once in a while. I got a new pair of jeans last week.
You
so
did.
That's
You
true.
did. Yeah, she
This
keeps
past
you dressed
weekend.
up. Very nice. No, but yeah, burn your boats, man.
Yeah.
Go do this full time or don't do it.
That's something a lot of agents don't commit to.
Yeah.
And don't do. And so from what I've gathered so far, don't do it part-time. Commit, baby. Freaking commit.
Yeah.
Have a system.
Absolutely.
Invest in your business.
Yeah.
And you know what? How important is tracking? I mean, we didn't talk about this yet. Tracking activity, setting goals.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a big baseball fan. I know you are too.
A big, huge baseball fan.
Guys that succeed in baseball are guys that find out what they're doing when it works. They look at what's working, and then shooting free throws. How do you shoot a free throw? You find out what works, and you do the same thing every time.
Yep, that's a great analogy.
Numbers. One of my favorite books is How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success.
Frank Bedker.
And the first thing that he did was he started tracking how many phone calls. You should know how many phone calls it takes to make a sale, and then how many sales it takes for you to reach your goals. That way you know, okay, every time I pick up the phone, I'm making $20 or $10.
Exactly.
And then get better at it.
Dude, they didn't pay for this.
No.
You're giving up too much.
You are. I was promised a steak dinner for this.
That's true.
So yeah,
that is true.
I
did promise. Did I ever pay you for a ribeye?
Not yet.
We do a.
I can eat 2 ribeyes in one sitting.
We do a local sports radio show together here in Springfield, Missouri, every Friday at 3:00. Jock 98.7. We're on Facebook, the Fantasy Professionals. We do a radio show. We make bets all the time, live on air.
Wagers, yeah.
And now I owe him 2 steaks.
2 steaks, and I can't eat them in one.
So you come join us at Colton's next week. We'll all have steaks together.
Yeah, and we'll talk about how we can not fail at this business. Yeah. One last thing I wanted to mention. Okay. I don't know if it's the last thing, but I just said that.
We're good. Yeah.
Preacher.
In closing,
the
last 17 chapters.
Now don't get down. Yeah. This business, it is the most, and it's one thing I like about it is it's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
I went home on days thinking, my goodness, I couldn't sell candy to children. Yeah. And I'm a failure.
Put away the guns.
I have what I do, and every person's different. Yeah. What I do is I go home and I watch some motivational videos. Mm-hmm. I'll go back and think about past sales I've made.
Who do you watch?
I love some Zig Ziglar. Okay. I love Zig Ziglar.
Zig's a great speaker too.
I like just old movies. You know what I mean? Yeah. Old Rocky movies.
There we go.
Anything. Yeah. Grant Cardone. I know you love him.
I do.
There's a lot. Like I said, I've read that book, How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success, at least 10 times.
Is that a must book for new agents?
It is for me. Yeah, absolutely.
How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. Frank Bedker.
I've bought probably 15 copies of that book and handed them out to agents.
I used to buy them. I used to give them to the whole office, all my agents, everything. And it's an incredible book. If you're a new agent, that is a must read. Put it on your reading list. I don't know if they have it in audio or not. But the paperback form is still incredible. It's old-fashioned. People still read, believe it or not, I guess. You read a newspaper.
I read a lot of it.
But it is an awesome book. It's incredible. You know what? And he had to change. He had to learn to sell.
He did.
He had to learn to have confidence. Yeah. He had to learn to burn the boats.
He did.
He had to learn to have enthusiasm, which he talks about more in that book than anything else.
Yeah. So, and that works for me.
Yeah.
You are going to have a bad day. Everybody's going to have a bad day.
There's no doubt it sells.
The problem is what happens tomorrow.
Exactly.
What happens the next day? That proves whether or not you're going to be a failure.
That's why you watch the Rocky movie, because that dude is down, and that dude gets back freaking up. I love that Rocky IV with the Russian. Oh yeah. That is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, because a wise man falls down 7 but gets up 8. A strong man falls down 7 and gets up 8. It's an old proverb.
I love that.
You are going to get knocked down. It's not whether you get knocked down. It's when.
Yeah.
Failure, stay down. Successes, get back up. And tomorrow is a brand new day.
If that doesn't jack you guys the freak up and make you want to jump up and down, I don't know what will, because I love that. I'm serious. Yeah, it is all about having enthusiasm, being confident. I did a podcast 2 days ago for our Telephone Assassin podcast, and it was called Think You're the Best, Then Know You're the Best, or something like that. And dude, in this business, and you know what? I think that's probably one of the reasons that I've done well in this business is not because I'm the best, but No one's ever going to think that they are better, and I'm just going to always say I'm the best in the world.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody else is ever going to believe that you're good at what you do or you're the best at what you do until you believe it.
That's
absolutely
awesome. That's so true.
And I don't ever want to sit in a room and be taken as arrogant.
Yeah.
I don't like arrogance, but there is a line between arrogance and confidence.
Yeah.
I am going to, if I am going to go into every sale, seeing myself making that sale.
Right.
Every one of them.
100%. And you know, we started doing that. We won't give the phrase that you used to say before every appointment, but but we would always go in determined, hey, we will make this sale and it will happen. What would you say to the agent that's out there? They're shy. Mm-hmm. They're unsure. They're not confident. They lack a little bit of enthusiasm and no sales skill at all. Combination of a few of them, one of them, or all of them. What would you say to that individual right now watching?
Here's what I would say. And I had to do this. I've lacked confidence in the past. I think that's why Cody and I fit so well together. We've done so well. I feed off his confidence. One of my favorite verses is the verse that says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." Think about this for a second. I'm not going to get religious.
Yeah.
But the God of all creation took the time to make you. And he doesn't make mistakes. So if you are down, if you think I can't do this, what you are saying, in fact, is God didn't make me correctly. I'm a failure. He messed up. And my God doesn't make mistakes.
There's no doubt. I love that.
Therefore,
that's good.
I know that I can do this.
That's good. I can see people smiling through the camera as you say that. I can just feel it. I can see it. Dude, that was strong, man. That was good.
It's rolling off the head.
Before we get to fan mail, anything else that a new agent has to know so they do not fail?
One more time, just like I said before, we're closing.
In closing,
surround yourself with good people. You've done that by watching this video.
I love that.
You and I
have you had to get rid of friends?
No, because they weren't friends.
I like
you know
that.
what I mean?
I like that.
I've had to get rid of acquaintances. You and I both worked in an office. We won't mention names or anything.
Yeah.
But it was a very negative vibe. And a lot of insurances, I've been into a lot of insurance offices, and you walk in and you just feel this just negativity. And this guy and his buddy are over here talking about, it's just impossible to sell nowadays. Back in my day, I mailed out a mailing and I got 50 responses and people were walking. You just can't do that anymore. You can't be that anymore. Listen, get rid of those people. There's a lot of people making money. There's a lot of people doing well in this business. There's a lot of people that are positive. Find those people and surround yourself. You know what? That's one of the biggest things I get out of my networking group is we've got positive people in it.
Exactly.
And
I like Mr. Ken that puts on this video.
Ken Jansen is one of the most positive people I know.
No doubt about it.
I like being around him.
Exactly.
If you're in a group of people and you don't like being there, get out of it.
Yeah,
because they
100%.
are bringing you down.
I would say and that's why I always say, hey, let's try the 24-hour positive challenge. It is so difficult, human nature, to be positive all the time, never say negative stuff. That is so stinking hard.
I read something the other day that says everybody thinks it's cool to be negative and criticize. Everybody else is doing that. Be different.
Exactly.
Be positive.
Exactly.
Find the positive.
It's hard enough for us to be positive. Let's not let other people affect us.
Absolutely.
Let's keep it. They are not getting in our bubble unless they're positive. Which is why I don't read the newspaper. I don't look at the media. I don't watch the news. I don't even care. I don't.
Just watch baseball.
There's nothing positive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's bad things happening all over the world. And you know what? I'll pray for everybody. I hope they do great.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm in my zone.
Yeah. You got to surround yourself with positivity.
100%. I love that. That is a perfect way to end.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's jump into fan mail. I had an agent, and I want you to comment too, especially on the second one. I had an agent that said, are you able to add things to your Facebook ads? This is Mike from North Carolina. He said, hey, are you able to add things to your Facebook ads like free gift cards? There's a lot of direct mail pieces that say like, hey, you get a $5 free Walmart gift card. Those are fine. Those are okay. They'll get you in front of people. We don't do any free incentives with our leads because when you get our Facebook lead, it's the best lead on the planet. We want you to close it. We want you to sell it.
Yeah, I hate if I find out that a lead company that I am purchasing from is doing the click here to win a free iPod or something like iPod, whatever the kids
I think they still do those.
I don't know. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Because I want the people that I'm sitting in front of to have contacted me or I've contacted them because they want what I have.
Yeah.
Not because they think I'm going to hand them a $10 Walmart gift card as I leave. I don't. That's the wrong kind of people to be in front of.
I like that. That's perfect. Also, Greg from Florida. This is for Dallas. Greg from Florida. As a new agent, what's the most important thing that you could say to me as a new agent? I mean, we've said a lot of phenomenal stuff. We had to say one thing that's really impactful to the whole state of Florida, the whole United States, and Greg in Florida.
I would say do this. One of the things that I started doing is treat it like a business. Set yourself some hours. I even, on my phone, I have a time clock. I don't use it as much anymore. I probably should get back to it. But when I was down, I would put a time clock on my phone. I knew that if I'm not in my office by 7:30, 8 o'clock, whatever it is for you, you're in trouble. Treat it like a business. I'm not leaving until this time. I'm making this many phone calls.
Whatever,
Think about it. If you worked for someone and you just showed up when you wanted to, you just left when you wanted to, you took a 2-hour lunch, I'm looking at you, insurance agent.
Exactly.
You'd be fired. Listen, set some standards for yourself. This is your business. Set some standards for your business and live by them. And if you can't live by them, fire yourself. Go do something else. Because you're going to be miserable.
I love it.
Absolutely.
The main event, thank you, Mr. Dallas Keithley.
Absolutely,
Thank you so much for being on, man. The main event every Monday, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. Why 92% of insurance agents fail. And we've diagnosed a lot. We've told you how to not be a number, how to not be a statistic, how to be one of those people that absolutely succeeds and blows it up like Mr. DK. Thanks again, man. That was a lot of fun.
Anytime, man. Thank you.
Secure Agent Mentor. Go check out our website, secureagentmentor.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, please click that big red subscribe button. We want to hear from you, and I know that you want to hear from us every time we post a video. Thanks so much for being on. We'll see you next Monday.
Absolutely.